What's going on, everybody? So, today's episode is going to be a tad different. So, today we're going to be discussing more about our mental health, and you guys will get to know us just a tad better. Kind of like a 1.5, like a
Little
get to
update.
know us update, But other than that, let's get this party started. Roll that intro, please.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. We're back. Your favorite podcast, The Boys. Jafet.
Technically, it's like nighttime.
It's
So, good.
nighttime.
It's morning for us, but evening for them.
They'll see it in the
Whenever the fuck you see this, hello.
Well, they might see it in the morning, like they don't want to watch the video.
That's
Whatever
true,
the
that's
fuck
true.
it is.
Oh, you right?
You
He's Jafet,
crackheads watching this shit
He's
3
Edwin.
a.m.
and I'm JG.
Y'all,
We back. We better. I don't want to say better.
are we better?
I don't know. That's what.
That's what we're gonna talk
That's what we're
about.
gonna discuss
Oh my
today.
god.
If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell your mama, her sister, her brother, her grandma, anyone that
The
knows,
Sancho. the
anyone that has a
Saifu,
smartphone. Tell them to stop playing.
your
Tell them to go on
Instagram
their
boyfriend.
podcast. Tell them to go on whatever the fuck they listen to, and tell them to show us some love.
Mhm.
And we want
Mhm.
to thank everybody for showing us some love. We got a lot more countries. I was like, damn, I'm kind of shook.
I
Shout
know.
out to all my French people.
Shook
They've
it.
been a lot more people have been listening.
Merci.
So
Yeah.
merci, merci,
Oui.
merci. Honestly, thank you guys for showing us love. Don't forget to keep sharing it.
Mhm.
You know, it might be helpful to others.
And
All
you
the
know,
locals.
and
Come
then
on.
we
All
do
the
appreciate,
locals.
and
Come on,
again,
yo.
we do appreciate the love that you guys give us. And one thing that we do ask, not only to like and subscribe, but if you do have any questions, any topics that you guys want us to talk about, you guys are more than welcome to email us
Any
with
real life-
questions,
real
any
life
real life
experiences and shit.
situation,
Yeah.
experiences, anything like that. Hit us up. Their emails are in the episode's description. Just go ahead
Even
and click on one of
Instagram
those.
DMs, that works too.
We have IGs, so hit
Whatever's
us up.
easiest for you
Hey,
guys.
shout
whatever's
outs to
more
everyone
convenient.
that's been commenting on like our recent uploads and
Oh,
giving
for
us
sure, for
feedback.
sure.
People
Thank
who
you.
talk shit, we
people who
appreciate you
always-
too.
Who are always, responding to our questions and all
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
stuff on our IG stories.
Mhm.
We appreciate each and every one of you guys. We appreciate the people that are listening but aren't saying nothing because I know those people exist.
Yeah, but it's crazy because when I meet up with those people, they say something. I'm like, well, why didn't you say that on the comments, okay?
Yeah,
Like-
a lot of people have opinions. I'm just like,
yeah,
bro,
that's
just
interesting.
hit us up. Don't be scared. Be scared, baby. Just say
Hey,
it.
and if you got some shit to say, maybe you can be featured in here. So
Ooh.
talk your shit
That's
on
what
camera.
we're considering as well. We're trying to bring guests. We're trying to switch it up a bit for you guys. Reach into other people's mental health, not
See.
just ours.
Yes.
But that'll come with time. You guys just got to be patient with us. We have life we have going through, and 2020 has been 2020.
I know.
That's all we can really say. A lot of
Hey.
people, a lot of things have been blessings. A lot of others have been
Mhm.
lessons.
I feel like in the future, this is the year that everyone's gonna be like, was it a 2020 moment?
Yeah. Or how did 2020 change your life?
Ooh,
That's going to be
lot.
a topic of discussion. in the
we'll do
future.
that shit in January 2021.
But for now, how about them Lakers though?
Fuck Danny Green, motherfucker. Hey, first of all,
Oh
I'm
my-
not one to talk shit like that openly.
We really
But
don't.
Danny Green, come on, my boy.
Something happened.
I
Oh my god! I thought we had this in
don't
the
even wanna
bag,
say
bro.
nothing. Hey, I'm gonna be real though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You could ask anyone, all my homies. I said Lakers are gonna win in 6.
Well, they have to now.
Well, I mean,
Like pressure's on. Isn't Game 6 at?
let me just tell you,
at Heat.
I don't even know.
It might be.
Let
I'm
me-
gonna look
let
it
me
up.
tell you
Let me
this, though.
confirm my
If-
resources.
If the Heat lose, if the Heat win again and they
Oh,
win Game
I'm
6,
done.
they might take Game 7 just because
Oh,
of
I'm
all the
done.
momentum.
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
Game 1,
Going
Game
back
1.
to back to back wins. Yeah, I don't see why they can't.
But anywho,
We
yeah,
gotta
honestly,
find out.
what do you guys think? Jafet, I know you're not into.
Go team. I don't know. I don't fucking
Go
know, dude.
Lakers.
Go Lakers. Go
It's on
whoever
Sunday.
the fuck.
It's at 7:30 Eastern on
Tomorrow.
Sunday.
Oh, it's tomorrow. no?
So tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow.
That's
Tomorrow,
right.
Sunday already. God
Tomorrow's
damn.
the 11th.
Gosh, bro.
You got
Time
work
goes
again
by
on
fast.
Monday.
Bro, I got so
Yo.
much things going on.
The weekend flies by. What's up, Edwin? Well, let's dig into it. Let's dig. What's up
Mhm.
with your
Tell us
life,
a little bit
Mr.
about what's going on.
Edwin?
With life?
Yeah, what's new with you?
Oh man, there's so many
Keep
things
us
going on.
updated.
Today I got a busy day. I'm not gonna lie. Today I woke up. We all claimed that we were gonna be here at 8. It's
I woke up like at 7:55, huh?
It's
After like
9:32.
1,000 texts from Edwin.
Fuck.
Yep.
I was blowing up his phone. I'm like, come on, man,
Y'all
wake up.
lucky. Y'all lucky. I woke up. If I wouldn't have woke up, I wouldn't have here. My phone stays on. Do
So
not disturb.
we got that. We're gonna film this. Once I'm done with this, and I have to go to the gun store to take my test to get a gun.
Who's gonna
After
get a
that,
piece?
I gotta go do
Stay
some.
strapped.
Get a little burner.
And then now like I'm doing like this real estate with this buddy of mine. So we're gonna start flipping homes.
Oh, nice.
So I gotta make a lot of phone calls after my gun appointment. After that, I have dinner with some friends.
Ooh,
Dope.
and where you going for dinner, Edwin?
You know what? I ain't gonna say the name, but I'm just saying Korean barbecue for the
Mhm.
win. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Keeping
What about
low,
you,
bro.
Yeti? What about you,
What
Yeti?
about me, fool?
Talk to me. Like, what's going on? What you got going today? How is your mental health? You
Well,
know,
how's your mental health? Talk to us.
How's
Where's your
mine?
head at now? Yeah,
Oh,
with
my
everything that's
head.
going on with your life. You feel me? Before we dig in.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm mentally exhausted just because I got so much things going on in my life, and I gotta juggle so much stuff. Talking about going back to the army, and then on top of that, I gotta deal with finances, my business, my website. This podcast. There's so much going on. So honestly, I'm just mentally exhausted. But I'm gonna keep going. All I gotta do is drink a Starbucks, call it a day, move on.
How are
Hey,
you
puro pa
dealing with that?
adelante.
How are you dealing with that though? How do you kind of give yourself that your own mental health there? Like, how do you give yourself some self love or like,
How to give myself some self love?
yeah? How do you
Keep it
calm?
PG.
Yeah. Don't get into details. We don't want to know what you do
The
with your
self
toys.
love.
Yeah.
I let my girlfriend take care of that.
Nah. You don't do
Hey,
nothing
shout out
like
Sam, bro.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
deserves a shout out, honestly.
She does.
Damn, I
But-
salute her.
I don't know. In all reality, when it comes to that, I try not to stress out about it because I just figured that eventually it's gonna get done. So why bother stressing out about it? And then on top of that, I make sure that I'm constantly exercising. So I do simple workouts like push-ups and stuff like that. Nothing crazy. But yeah, just kind of that. I run. I just try to. I just do that.
Running. I feel like I was gonna say like that'll
Yeah.
probably help you distract
Like,
yourself, no?
Yeah, kind of like the other day. I ran 3 miles. I was like, I'm just gonna jog it out today. Not too bad. Trying to build my stamina to make because I have to do a 2 mile race. So we'll see what's up.
Word. That's
So,
cool, bro.
tryna-
I'm glad.
Thanks, sir.
Just work on that, bro. Work on yourself a little
But
bit.
yeah,
don't
I just
go
gotta
too
work.
hard.
I mean, the only thing I gotta do is just working on my patience, bro. Because I got no patience. I promise you, I got no patience at all. Like I ain't got time for like.
He really doesn't.
I really
This was,
don't.
like
Short fuse.
I got a
super
short fuse, bro.
fuse.
Even at work, bro, I'm like, I'm a server, bro. Like, and you know what? I'm supposed to be serving like meats
Aw,
and stuff,
fool.
dude. I serve like a plate of attitude at times. Like, I'm like, oh, you want attitude too? Here you go.
Bro,
Like,
shout outs to you. Being a server is tough shit. I only did it for 6 months, and oh my lord. I couldn't.
man.
Yeah.
You know how many times I had to scrap it out this year?
Oh, fuck.
It's supposed to-
For real?
No,
so-
not literally, but I
Oh,
felt
damn.
like I had to. But I'm not gonna lie, people did like push my buttons. People did really give me a run for my money, and I was like, keep talking. It's the last time you're gonna see your teeth. Like,
Shut the fuck.
We don't condone violence
we don't
in this
condone
podcast.
violence. No.
But if someone touches you, you touch them back harder.
My mama
That's
told
right.
me, you never start nothing, but you definitely gonna finish it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think my mom always said, she's like, if you come and you got your ass beat, I'm gonna beat your ass again.
Twice.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've had that
Like,
talk. I've
well.
had that TED talk too.
Yeah. You're getting stomped out this year. I mean, I hope you had that talk. Protecting yourself and shit.
Oh my goodness.
That's-
But I mean,
That's good, Edwin.
how's work going for you, Jesse?
Hey, honestly, work has been going well. Shout out to my employer.
Is it busier?
A little bit, it's getting busier, yeah. So it's keeping
That's
me
good.
busy at work. It's keeping my day busy.
Mhm.
I haven't been playing soccer. My toes still fucked up. Still waiting
Really?
on the X-rays. Yeah, bro.
Hey,
What happened there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You never told us this.
I kicked some fool, and it's been
Kick some fool?
like,
Aye,
no, I
I
was
talk
playing
about
soccer,
stomping and
relax.
violence.
I don't know. I just hit some fool. And I thought it got jammed at first, so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna
Damn,
give it a couple
fucking
Was
days."
it swollen or something?
Yeah, I
Concrete
thought
legs.
I did, but like right now, like I've been massaging it, and that shit
Mhm.
cracked. So I think something's like
Ooh.
it doesn't hurt when I crack. So I don't know, but I already got extra. I'm just
You
waiting
cracked
to
it,
get
you're
back.
like, oh, I'm not touching it no
Yeah, I'm
more.
like, oh shit! Like, I have a video I'll show you guys, but
Ooh.
that's been that. So I haven't been playing soccer, so it's been a little tough. I haven't been able to run. I've
Yeah.
been doing a little bit of my the bike at my
Oh,
homies
okay.
crib. So that's kind of been like cool, you know.
Because I know for a minute you were doing pretty good at running. Like I think at one point you were
Yeah.
telling us that your miles like dropped to, was it like 605 or something?
6'9", homie. Hey, that's a
6'9".
proud ass moment. I'm a pretty big dude. That's because I gain weight fast and shit like that. You know?
Yeah, but you lose
It's all
it fast
good.
That's
too.
what I'm saying.
Hey,
That's what I'm
you
saying.
might be big, but you good looking.
I'm not gonna lie though, for 609 for somebody your size, that's really impressive.
What's up, Papa?
Bro.
Something about them legs, bro.
I
Something
hit
about-
like a 10 if I'm lucky, and I'm like 160.
Yeah,
How-
bro.
I'm fucking slow.
How much do you weigh?
160. Well, right now I'm like at 155, but
Really?
I can't run for
How
damn.
tall are you?
He's tall.
5'11", but I have like a posture. It's just bad, so I look like I'm
Bro,
5'7".
I feel fat now. I'm like 5'5" and I weigh 168.
Damn.
And that's after losing 12 pounds.
Hey, but you got more muscle than I do. Like all the weight I got is fat in my gut, and then I got like muscle
Bro,
up here.
I've been seeing
After
your
I-
Instagram, bro. You be flexing. I'm like,
Hey,
oh
fool,
my
yeah,
bad,
Jafet
boy got
buff, bro.
guns. I know you
Shit,
buff,
Jafet.
bro. Stop
Don't
capping.
hide it, bro. Stop capping.
Yeah, I got extra large and large shirts. 'Cause I don't like
Yeah,
wearing
That's what
those
I'm
see?
tight
saying,
ass
You
bro.
big.
shorts.
Nah, show it, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm a medium dog, and that's big.
Honestly, you know what's funny about me? Like sometimes, like when I'm really in shape, I can fit into a medium. But
Yeah,
then
no,
when
I
I'm
see it.
like, you know, but it's tough. Right now, when I came back from Mexico, I weighed 205. I was like, fuck. But
How much
that was
you weigh
after
now?
Mexico, though. Probably like 200.
Oh, 200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so-
I haven't been exercising.
See,
so
that's
I
why
was
it's
like,
impressive. You guys are fast as shit. Like
but,
I can't
hey,
run like
I'm
that.
fucking proud on. Hey, I want to say this because I hadn't benched since like before quarantine.
Okay.
I got down that motherfucker and I hit a plate 10 times.
Oh, really? Nice.
Okay,
nice,
so I was
nice.
like, hey, what the? I was kind of impressed, bro.
Yeah.
So you know, I was like, hey, what's up?
Hey, see,
Hey, low
like,
key, I was impressed too because like I remember I was the exact same way, especially during quarantine because we didn't have any weights.
Yeah.
So then I remember I would tell myself, look, if I'm gonna go back to the gym, I'm not trying to look like no bitch. So I'm not trying to get like the 25s on the sides and
Hell
just the
nah.
bar. So I was like, you
Hey.
know what? I'm gonna do push-ups. Maybe that's gonna help, and it did.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, okay. So like again, like you, I did the play too, but I was
That's
really
right.
scared. I was like, man, I don't want to go in there. Like,
Look like a bitch, huh?
I know, right? I'm like doing the 25s. Like, no,
That's
I'm too
funny.
tired. I'm gonna put in a 10 and a 5.
hey, I
Yeah,
can't
bro.
lift like that. Like I
Nah.
might look like I have muscle, but it's like those SpongeBob arms. Like
The
it just looks
SpongeBob.
good and it's got-
Inflatable ones.
yeah, but
Okay,
I'm
bro.
not strong like that. Like I'm still like at 35.
Really?
Just
Yeah.
build it, bro. Just
No,
keep
yeah.
going. Don't just keep it consistent.
Do it slow.
Yeah, because when I
Doing
started
slow.
working out, I was on like that ego shit, and I fucked up both my shoulders.
Oh,
So now I'm
shit.
gonna.
God humbled you real
Two
quick.
plates.
I did like a plate and some, but it was like legit like my first go around.
Oh.
Yeah, no one told me I was gonna get hurt.
No one says shit. Huh?
No one told me I was gonna die.
That's
So what has
yeah,
it was has
but
it been tough ever since you couldn't run and you
Yeah,
couldn't
bro,
like? Because I
like,
know
okay.
soccer is like life for your dog.
That's my life, bro. That's like
Yeah.
my addiction, honestly.
Yeah.
That's what keeps me just calm, I guess. That's the only reason I fuck with it so much. But I haven't played for almost a month already. I'm
Really?
going crazy.
Damn.
So my mental
I didn't think it
health
was
did
that
not-
long. Really?
Yeah, bro. it's
You
been
never
long.
talked to us about this.
I think I mentioned it.
No, you didn't.
No.
Well,
No.
now
See,
everyone
we're
knows.
finding shit out too.
I
There
know.
you go.
See.
But I actually went back to therapy too.
Oh,
job,
really?
bro.
Talk to us
Let
about
me
that.
just-
How'd that
This
go?
is the best advice I think any therapist could give anyone.
What is that?
And she literally told me, shout out to Jeanette, you know, she literally told me, she's like, what you don't defeat, you repeat.
Yup.
What you don't? Oh, okay.
Repeat behaviors.
It's like anything, that's the exact same thing. Like the shit that, because she, and to summarize it, she pretty much said, you know what the fuck is wrong with you.
Actually, I was about to ask you that. I was like, what is it that?
And she
that
pretty much,
because
I'm not
if
trying
it
to dig
hits
into
you,
that. But
Oh.
it hit me like when she literally said that, it was just like, come on, get your shit together.
you're like,
It hit me like that. I'm not gonna lie. And this is only my second session with
oh, really?
her.
Oh, wow.
You
Pretty
got
much,
a
I was-
different therapist
Yeah,
this
I got a
time?
different therapist this time.
Okay.
I've decided to go a different route and
Okay.
What route did you
Blessing.
take this time?
doing different type of research.
Okay.
Seeing different providers, seeing their specialties or what their
Oh, like what are
primary
they like?
focuses are.
Like kind of like what they emphasize and what they
specialize in,
practice.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So
That's
yeah,
good.
I liked it. And she's a real cool lady and shit. And
What
I
is she center?
Appreciate her. Huh?
What is she like? What is
Family therapist. That's
Family.
it,
She's
yeah.
a family
Mhm.
therapist. Okay. Okay.
So I was like, all right, but she's pretty cool. Shout out to her. You know, it's been helping me out a lot, and like I've gotten back on track. I'll say that.
That's
That's
good.
good. That's
Shout
good.
out
Good
her.
for you, man.
Taking
It's,
care of the
it's
boys.
hard. Sometimes I just feel like it's hard to get back on track because to me, I feel like I'm not saying I'm smart. I'm not saying I'm super knowledgeable, But if somebody that is like a lot more knowledgeable than me and wiser and like just smarter in general puts me on check, like, hey, this shit's going on in your life, you need to check it.
Yeah,
I finally wake up at that moment because it
bro.
is hard to stay on track because you feel like you're doing everything right. You feel like you're doing everything to the best of your abilities, but
And
sometimes you always fall
I'm gonna
short.
keep it a bug. I kind of took
That's two
advantage of
bucks.
the fact that I was changing and like going the right path, that I started deviating and started like getting selective of like what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. You know. So I kind of
Okay,
just now I know I was like, all right, that literally put me on the right track, which said what you don't defeat, you repeat, and
that's
that's
good.
exactly what I was doing. You know.
You're like, yep.
I was like, fuck, preach. You know.
Mhm.
So
Say
that
it
helped
louder
me
for
out a
the
lot.
people in the back. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
it's just me.
and and also I want to give a shout out to the homies because we started checking each other
Nice.
like in
That's
the, like
good.
a harsh way to the point where it's like, all right, you're gonna understand this way if I talk to you like this.
What
You
do you
know
mean?
what? The support group is literally the best thing that anybody could have
Literally,
because
bro, you
people
need that
really
support.
stick to toxic
Yeah,
people, and it's really hard to step away from that
yeah,
because
and
Mhm.
you've
I
known them for so long. And I think we had an episode about this, how toxic people are, and sometimes we're just with them because we're used to
yeah,
them.
exactly,
Yeah.
bro. That's the
So that's
sad
good for
part.
you and your
Yeah,
friends.
and honestly, like I have friends that are going through shit that I've gone through, and I'm literally just reaching out to them like, hey, if you need anything, let me know. Like I'm being there for them just because I know now what that felt like not to have anyone do that. Does that make sense?
Facts,
Gotcha.
bro.
That's good.
It sucks that you have to go through shit to learn, like learn the hard way.
Yeah,
In other words, you know.
that's the thing that and
But
really that
as long
sucks.
as you learn, bro, that's all that matters. That's the end point. Like you learn.
You know what's sad though? I feel like for me, because I'm so ignorant and I have such a short temper and like
Short
I'm just
fuse.
so arrogant. Like I'm
Mhm.
5'5", so like my,
You
my
have little
short
man.
temper is
Literally have
shorter.
little man syndrome, bro. Just
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
yeah,
You have
yeah,
little man
like that,
syndrome.
like that.
Napoleon syndrome.
But I think like for me, I feel like I have to learn the hard way. Like
Some people do.
and
Some
that's the
people
thing
do.
that sucks because I always push every boundary that I can to get what I want, and if I don't get it, I ended up like getting in trouble like big time.
Okay, well, I'm glad you recognize that's a toxic behavior.
Yes, and I'm not gonna lie, I try to steer away from it, but temptation is there sometimes, and I'm like, damn.
Hey,
Like I don't
bro.
know how many times, like this is fucked up to say, but I remember even when I was driving drunk, I would do it to the point where like, how much can I drink and still drive?
Oh,
I used to
fuck.
test myself. Finally, I got locked up, and I was like, shit.
Okay.
Well,
There you
there's an
go.
$8,000
There's your
bill.
fucking.
That was it.
There's your
Yeah.
reality check, motherfucker. Honestly, that's the thing though. You gotta realize too, and that ties back to it. What you don't defeat, you repeat.
Exactly.
You know. That's why I found it
it makes
so.
sense.
So I found it so like mind or like eye opening and like mind boggling. I was like, fuck, like that's so simple yet
But
so
yeah.
complex.
It is, and
So
sometimes I think it's just the psychology of everything and
that's
the
what I'm
mind is
saying.
just everything's easier said than done.
It's honestly really giving me that temptation to go back to school and get my psychology degree, bro.
That's good. I was actually
Honestly.
I was just thinking that
Okay.
not the other day because
Let's go
look,
together, fool.
I know because like I remember that one thing that I remember for sure every single time I took a psychology course, I passed every single one of those classes. Now in psychology, you can't get a lot of jobs necessarily,
It's hard.
but
Yeah.
I feel like the knowledge that I had it literally helped me out. And I would love to have a major instead of a minor in
That'd be
psychology.
pretty cool, honestly. And then it ties back to what you're saying about temptation, how you always just go back to pushing boundaries and shit. I
Yeah.
read this thing that was like, that's why it's so hard, because it's easy. It's the easiest thing to just give in,
Yeah.
and that's why it's more respectable for the people. I was like, fuck, I was like,
Having that
damn.
discipline takes so much developing,
And
bro.
that ties
Yeah.
back to it. It's your discipline of everything in life, and that's just why like I had told you, I was like, yo, you just gotta stop bullshitting.
I think the hardest thing is just creating that discipline. Because what is it like 22 days to make it a habit? And like 21 days to make
21,
it a habit?
21.
21.
Okay.
Word is 7.
And then
Yeah.
what was it
Nine.
like 30 something days to make it a lifestyle or some shit like that?
I didn't read that far, but I heard
Yeah, but I
21
think
to
it's
make it a
something like that.
habit.
It's like 27 or 21 days, sorry. 21 days to make it a habit and 30 something to make it a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing is because I remember one thing that always bugged me when it came to discipline was that the hardest thing is not like for example fitness. The hardest thing about fitness is not necessarily the dieting. It's not necessarily the
It's
working out. So that's the easiest part.
consistency, bro.
It's the discipline of you waking up, working hard. That's the hardest thing. Like just training a very lazy mind is the hardest thing to do.
Well, yeah, bro. It's your
Yeah.
mind. Your mind will argue with you and
Hell yeah.
tell you.
Fuck.
Like, how
Ooh.
many times have you actually just like laid down on the bed and be like, I
Not
deserve the
today.
day off. Not
Yep.
today.
Honestly, and then using that gym reference, it's a good thing you used it because they literally always what trainers always have told me is it's the days that you don't feel like coming that you need to be here
You be the, yeah.
because that's when you overcome the hardest part. And it's like,
Exactly.
that's true.
That's true.
Facts.
But
Jafet.
other than that, yeah, I was about to say that. You know, enough
Jafet.
about us. You
I
know,
know,
let's
you
get
don't
to
say
we
nothing.
save the best for last. You know how it goes. Jaffe, what's good with you, my boy? How's
Jeffy.
life? How's
Shit.
everything?
Jafet.
How's your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health?
How's your girlfriend, your baby mama, your wife?
son,
How they
Cha?
doing?
How
How
are
they all
None of
doing?
that here. I'm dating myself.
You
Oh yeah,
yourself
tell us
and I?
about I wanted to like dig into that. You know, I don't mean to get
You
too
dating
personal.
yourself? What that mean?
Yeah, explain to the people.
Just I think after having such a long relationship, I think I needed some time to myself just to learn more about myself. So now I'm just going through the process of learning more about myself, fixing all those bad behaviors I had, all those bad thoughts. And now I'm just like learning to spend time with myself, enjoy it, work on like those issues because I have a ton of issues.
So
Let's
how
just
do
say
you
that.
spend time with yourself? Like, do you go to the park? Like, hey, you want to have fun? Like, walk around the park? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
how do you talk to yourself?
I do. Like, I think like that's the thing. Like a lot of people.
That's an important thing, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna cut
I
you
talk
off.
to myself all day. It's like it's fun in here, but like sometimes it's tough conversations that you have to have with yourself. Like Jesse's saying, like those things you have to fix so you don't repeat. Those are the things that I go throughout and talk to myself. Like those bad thoughts when you wake up and you're just like, "Fuck, I don't want to get up today." Not just about the gym,
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
but
bro,
like I just don't want to do today.
today I felt that. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Today I had to put on some good ass music to get myself in the mood. I was
Did
like,
you
I'm
really?
not gonna have it today. I was like, I'm gonna have a
Mhm.
good day. I started playing some good music, started vibing.
Yeah.
All right, we gonna do this then.
See,
You know
that,
what's crazy,
that's
though?
the conversation right there.
Like the
That's good,
fact
bro.
that we've doing this, like, was this our 19th or 20th episode?
Bro, it's
What
a
number?
lot.
19.
19th. I'm like, Jesus, we've been doing this for 19 weeks straight.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
that is
nonstop, bro.
discipline.
That's not
And then
for
we've
real,
had times where we've done it like, oh, okay, we've done it on a Monday for the next Monday.
There's times where we just randomly do it and it's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Don't get us wrong. I love doing this. I don't
I do too.
mind
I
it.
do
I'll
too.
make time all the time. You know, I love just talking, catching up. We literally have like our weekly therapy sessions with each other.
Hey, that's what it
Literally
is.
just
It's
catch
bonding
up, you
time.
know?
Because like
And-
even then, like the minute that we get here, we just start talking about all of the stuff.
Yeah, we
Hey man, how
literally-
you been, man?
Hey, so what's up? What's
It's been a
new? Hey,
minute.
what's up? Oh, you didn't tell me about this.
Oh, yeah?
You know how that's literally how we get.
Like what?
And just-
Like your girlfriend's mad that you're not spending time
Yeah.
with your wife?
And so we fucking just crack up and everything, but we just honestly, like, we have our days when we don't want to. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be real. Like, I'm
Yeah.
being honest with everybody. Like, today, I woke up fucking. We're supposed to start at 8. Woke up at 7:55, and I just wasn't having it until I took a shower and started playing good music. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna make it a good day. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got shit to do today. You
Errands.
feel?
Gotta
Yeah,
be
I got
productive.
shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna let my day go to waste. Let's just say that. You know, there's shit that I could be getting done right now.
Yeah. But
So
Jafet,
Yeah.
so when you were talking about like you dating yourself, is it because you're taking a break from relationships or just kind of like you literally just want to do your own thing, learn about yourself, like that's not a priority like right now. What is it?
A little of both. Like I
Okay.
feel like I need to spend a lot of time with myself, figure out what I want in life in general. Besides just
Do you have an idea of
pursuing.
what you want?
Yeah. Well, honestly, I just want to, like I said in the previous episode, I just want to pursue happiness.
Pursue
And that's
happiness?
super fucking vague. What is happiness? I don't know, but enjoying every day.
Okay.
And even on the
Yeah.
bad days, just being okay the next day when I wake up is like that's my thing. So
or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever you feel like doing. What do you
Yeah.
think about that?
And-
Gotcha.
I don't know. Like I don't know if I have a like I do have space for other people in my life. Like I have like I'm getting better at making friends and having better relationships with my friends. But I don't know if I'm ever gonna be like ready for like a romantic relationship. That seems like a lot right now.
Why is that hard, bro?
I know. I think.
I
hold
mean,
on,
why
let,
is
let
that
me,
hard?
Let me butt in. I think one of the hardest things you have to do is be a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really hard because it's not.
Like in general?
Yeah, because you think it's what your perception of a good friend is, but that's not their perception.
Right.
You know, like you might have way different, you know, descriptions or ideas of how a friend is supposed to be than how I might have them. You know.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
weird.
just think that if, that's what I've been thinking because it's just like
You know what's
uh,
weird though? I think the opposite. That's weird.
what do you mean that's weird?
I feel like okay, I get it. You're like, you do your best, like here, obviously this is your place. So you do your best, like, hey, you know what, if you guys want some water, there's things over there or whatever. Like you're very giving,
Well, those are manners, fool. That's
Well,
hospitality. I'm
well,
talking
okay.
about like shit like
No,
hey
but
for
but
like
I'm saying like in general, like okay, that's just what I mean though. Like
oh,
you're
okay,
very
okay.
giving. But to me, it's like I'm kind of the opposite. I feel like at times I'm just like man, if you don't like me, this is how I'm gonna be, like,
Oh,
and if
I
you
know
want to
what you
come
mean.
with
I
me
know
and you
what you
fuck
mean.
with me, you fuck with me. That's just how it is. Like that's just me because I feel like if you try to be the good friend, I feel like you end up failing. I feel like kind of like that because like how you said, it's like the other person might not think that's what
That's my
that
point.
you know
Because you think very differently. You know, like your
yeah,
mindset. That's a great point.
it's
But
weird.
it just ties back to that. You know, like
But I
I
feel like
think
it's bad for me though.
it is when it's really toxic.
You
That's a
can be, but
different
it not
topic.
I can't.
always, because
Yeah,
you're
no,
looking.
no, because you have that protective. That's a protective layer.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
know,
it's a defense
it's
mechanism.
respectable. So I get what you mean, but that's my point of it just varies on everybody. So
Mm,
I think being a friend is hard because you have to understand, like Jafet is saying, like he's trying to be, have better friend relationships and everything
gotcha.
before he gets into anything
Yeah.
romantic,
Would you
and
say
that
you're
alone
like
is tough.
would you say that you're like your true 100% self around your friends, or do you feel like you kind of have to kind of accommodate a little bit differently
See, I
because
wasn't before. I would always like kind of like I call it shape shifting. I kind of
Ooh,
adjust my personality for everyone just
did you
because
like that?
it's a good skill set to have, but I don't think it's cool to be like doing that.
to have to do it.
Yeah, it's with interpersonal relationships that I actually like value. I don't want to do that anymore. So like, I think I was only like close to like like a handful of people, if that, before, and now like everyone that I encounter, I'm just like my true self. And like you said, if they like it, cool. If they don't, then there's a door.
Yeah,
But
That's
it's
that
just like
fuck it attitude, huh?
yeah,
kind of. Yeah,
but I'm like not being rude. I'm just being like myself. If
yeah,
they fuck with that, then that's cool. And then if they don't, well,
That's
that's on
cool
them
too.
because I'm just being like respectful and loving. But I'm not lying.
Exactly.
I'm being like super upfront about everything.
yeah.
But
And I like the fact that you say that because it's true, bro. Like if they dislike you, then that's their problem, not yours. At the end
yeah,
of the day, you love yourself for who you are. Because at the end
hmm
of the day, like so many people are so quick to like, oh, I gotta impress this person. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta make sure the world loves me. And that's honestly the hardest thing to do. This is why like sometimes like even us as creators,
hmm
uh, I find it like don't get me wrong, we love to cater to our audience, and we love to talk about what you guys want to listen to. But I think that the style that we have, it fits. It's like we are
We balance.
ourselves. We balance each other out, and I think that's what makes a great podcast for us. It's just we're just being us.
yeah,
Whereas like people out there will be like, no, well, you guys need to be more
Those
this, more that. It's like
personas,
no, that
those
that
mm-mm.
that wasn't how we started. We started how
YouTube
we were.
heroes.
So
hmm
I understand the part about shape shifting because it does make a
I
difference.
say shape shifting only probably belongs in like the work or professional area. It should not exist
Yeah, I
within your
agree.
personal.
yeah,
I agree,
You know,
hundred
that's the only
percent.
thing because I obviously know I
At work,
cannot
there's their
speak to.
rules.
You guys know how I talk. I can't talk like this to my boss. I can't talk like this to professor.
Like,
You
what
know,
up, bitch?
hey, what's up, cuz? How you feeling today, dog? I
yeah.
can't talk to him like that. You know.
Like, good afternoon, Mr.
Yeah,
Jefferson. How was your
but
day going?
I
Good morning to you too.
You should
I
hear my
agree. I
fucking
agree with
voice.
my customer service voice. That's what I
Bro,
The
always call it.
customers.
Yeah, no
I
cap.
turn that shit up like because I talk like I'm inside of like a fucking can or something. I'm like it's deep, but when I'm at work, you should hear that shit. It's like, hello, how you like?
Yeah, no,
on some
for real, my
bullshit.
customer service. Hey, man, how you doing today, boss? Oh, good to hear about that. How's the family? Oh, great, great. Yeah, so this is what I have here for you. This would come and then bullshit them, and I'll tell them, oh, honestly, thank you so much. Now my family could eat, this and that. Like, then I would be selling them shit.
Thanks, you just paid for my next
Yeah,
tattoo.
like throwing little humor in there from my customer service voice is
Oh my
different, though. I'll
god.
say that.
Yeah,
Honestly
But
though, I have customer service voice for like 50% of my shift. After that, it turns to my natural self, and
yeah,
that's what gets me in trouble.
when you get tired.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah,
because when people start to annoy me, then I'm like,
you're gonna get real Edward now.
for real.
you
Like you just asked me for 7 potatoes not that long ago. You want 7 more? Nah, fool, I'm gonna give you
Fuck
12.
You know
yeah,
what
Like,
would piss me off when I was a server? The dipping sauces. You get there and you're like, can I
oh,
have ketchup? All right. And then you get to the table. Oh, and can I have ranch too? Okay.
like why'd
Oh,
you say
and
that before?
yeah, it's like,
Give
bitch.
me one trip.
Hey, let's
Honestly,
talk about this. All right, now that we're talking, this is one thing that I've been seeing a lot coming up on the TL.
Mm,
How do you guys base tip on price or service?
both.
price. Price.
Price.
Even if it's a bad service?
No.
Do
That's
you-
what I'm saying though. So do you tip on
Well, I
price
mean,
or
technically
service
it's-
of like the waitress or waiter?
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I don't care. I don't
Hmm.
care about. I don't care about the service. I
Oh,
really don't.
what?
Me personally, because it's like I think my energy gives off very, very well, and honestly I prep it. Like when they get there and when they ask me like, oh hey guys, how you guys doing today? I'm like, look man, how are you doing today? I was like, how are these? And then honestly, I kind of empathize with it. I was like, how are this fucking clientele today? How's this fucking clientele treating you all right? Sometimes they'll be honest. They'll be like, bro, these guys are shitty. I'm like, bro, trust me, I understand. And then from there, if just that conversation alone, I know that they're not gonna
Break
bug
the
me,
ice.
and then they're not gonna bug me. They're not gonna deal with it. And if they just do their job and just give me whatever I need, there you go. There's your 20%. That's just
Okay.
me. Because honestly, I don't like to expect anything, and that's the problem. Is that a lot of people have expectations for service, and then sometimes they can give you a top-notch service, but to you it's shitty service. So that's why me personally, that's just why I do it out of my pocket. I'm the giver. I'm not the one that like I expect this from you. Now, granted, is there a standard maybe? Yeah, but to me, ultimately, I set the standard super low. Like, look, as long as you give me my food, you can never even talk to me. I'm still gonna give you 20% because you're doing your job. Your job is to get me food, not to cater to me and you be my bitch. That's just not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. What about you, Jafet?
You have to be certain amount of polite because if you're not nice to me, I mean, I've done it when I don't tip at all when they're dicks. Like I went to Buffalo Wild Wings once, and this guy that was being like a fucking prick. He was just being like arrogant, and I was like, you know what, suck my dick. You're not getting a tip. And then I remember one time when I graduated from college, my homie took me out to a really nice place in Malibu,
Mm.
and the server was being a dick to us. He was just because like I don't know if he knew like my homie's like stacking. He has money, but this guy was treating us like we were like
Like they didn't have one.
Yeah.
Or
so he was just like he wasn't coming on checking on us. He was like not being nice, and then so we did this thing. He came when we were paying our bill, and my homie had a rack on him, like a fat ass rack, like in cash. So this
You
fool
started-
like
you
pulls it
started-
out and he pays him cash for the ticket, and didn't tip him a cent. And I was like, that's such a dumbass guess. Like I think it's if you're a pleasant human being,
yeah,
you should get a fat tip. But
Yeah.
if you're an ass, you're not getting shit.
you know, and yeah, I agree.
Honestly, look, I'll keep it a buck.
That's $3.
Alright.
You
If
gotta do
you're
a buck
look,
countdown.
I understand we're paying for the food and all that shit, you
Yeah.
know, and the server. You make a great point when they say your server is not our bitch. That's not what I'm trying to imply. But if your service ain't good to me, you're not gonna get a tip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because what I'm going to eat to that place too is like the service.
yeah,
You know, like I'm not
I'm
saying,
going for
oh
the
my
food.
god, blah blah. I'm going for the food, but the service.
yeah.
Like obviously, bro, B Dubs has stepped it up a little bit.
No,
But B Dubs in Buena Park, bro.
That's
just
the one.
trash.
That was
no,
the one.
No disrespect, no disrespect.
Though
But
that-
everyone had always had something negative to say about the service.
and the block.
And that's my point, though. That's my point.
Yeah,
You know, like, why am I gonna? I understand. I might order food. I might order a lot. I get it to the point where it's like, if you're being a fucking headache for the waiter or waitress or the waiter, fucking tip them, bro. Right? But
Yeah.
if you're not, and they're just being fucking douchebags, not even like Jafet said, checking on you, not even asking if you guys need anything, like how's like not even checking up on you. I guess that's the only way to put it.
yeah,
Then why the fuck am I leaving a tip?
Yeah.
Like it might sound rude, I understand, because there's always that argument that fucking waiters and wait servers only make like 6 something an hour or some shit. It's like at the same time, I get the point where you're in that industry for a reason. You
Mhm.
chose it. Ain't no one forced you to do it. You know?
right.
And
So it's-
poverty forced them to do it, so
And
maybe
it's
they
not you're
should.
blaming the wrong person type of thing. You know?
Yeah, because like some places, like I know, like here in California, we get a wage plus tip, and some places it's just tips.
That's what I'm saying, and I understand that logic, bro. But
Yeah.
that logic is okay. Why are you being a prick to me? Why are you taking it out on me? What the fuck I gotta do with
No,
this?
and it's
No,
also
I'm here supporting. I'm here trying to help
No,
you.
but
You know?
believe it or not, I mean, have you served before?
I would love to serve.
Okay,
I would
Um,
love to.
then
Surf
this is
crack.
this is probably why it's like a. That's why I think it's hard for you to
I
understand
know
a
I
little bit.
lack my empathy in that.
Yeah.
I know I do, but that ties to my point where I'm
Nah, but
saying
you're
like
charismatic, bro. You're nice.
that
Like,
because I get you too, Edwin. I'm like that too. Like, hey, bro, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, hi, I'm good. How are you? Like, I generally always ask everybody, like,
Mm-hmm.
what's up? And that's how you know, like, everything. But like I was saying, if they're having a bad day, I understand that, bro. My bad. Like, I just can eat. I'm not asking you for too much. I'm just asking you extra sauce. Can I get some napkins?
Right.
Can I get a refill? That's it. Like,
Right.
I don't
Right.
ask no, hey, can I get my fucking tomatoes light or like grilled? No, I'm not that type of dude either. So that's what
And
I'm
but the
saying.
thing is that like sometimes you have to realize that you're right. Maybe all you're asking is just for the one ranch, maybe just the one ketchup and the refill. Maybe you really are just asking that. And then as a server, and I have to apologize to the world for this, is that sometimes it's hard to like give a good attitude. And don't get me wrong, like I said, it definitely is the server's fault. I will say that. Um, but at times you will have customers back to back to back to back with some shit to say. Like right now, especially during COVID, and this is why like it really pisses me off sometimes that I work as a server during COVID, is that like obviously a lot of restaurants are eating outside, and a lot of people complain and give a shit about not being able to eat inside. And I say, you know what? Unfortunately, I have no control
They're
over
mad
that.
at you over
And
that.
then they
Yeah.
get mad at me for that, and then they said, you know what? Like this is unacceptable. I can't believe you're doing this.
damn.
I was like, I don't have anything to do with it. And then they're like, oh, are you talking back to me? I was like, no, ma'am, I'm just letting you know that I have no control over this. Like, this is because of COVID, not because of me. I didn't choose because I would tell them, I would love to have you inside. It's just right now during COVID, we need to apply these rules and it has to be outside. And then they'll get mad. And it's just like, you're doing everything right and you're still hustling, you're still running.
getting that
Like, for
bullshit.
me, I'm not going to lie. When I work at my job, I'm constantly running. Everybody is sweating. And then when you finally work hard, you're like, oh, finally, like this party has six left, and they're very, very picky, and they drop like $1 on a $200 check. Then
Oh,
that's when I'm
fuck.
frustrated because it's like, fuck, I
Okay,
did all that
okay,
work.
that's what I'm saying.
And
though,
the thing
you
is that like the thing is that like, where I work, there's a lot of people that don't tip. That's the thing. And again, it's all you can eat. Like, bro, I had somebody get mad at me because again, this I work at a all you can eat place. Somebody got mad at me for them burning their meat. And then they took it out on me on the tip, and I'm like, what did I do to
Oh
you?
my
That's my point, though. Like,
That's why like
there
the
are
industry is
people that are
hard. The
dicks. It's
industry is
hard.
hard.
I understand, bro. That's just my point, though. But like, it's just to me, it'll always be a debatable topic. But
Yeah.
how I see it is like, I feel like I know when to tip and when not to.
Yeah.
And
No,
I'm
I get
getting
it.
a lot better at it because my homies have been checking me and shit. And there's people that have always told me like, nah, just tip.
Yeah.
So I get both sides, and I am starting to do it a lot more. But honestly, you don't gotta deserve it. You ain't gotta earn it or anything. But it's like you just
Just
gotta be a cool person, like
Yeah.
Jafet says.
Yeah,
Just
and
be-
because
be
don't get me
nice.
wrong, there's even times where people like customers, they'll come up to you with the nicest attitude. Hey, how was your day? Perfect. And you're thinking, oh, this person's a nice ass person. Zero.
Yeah,
There
I mean
we
that's
have a lot of people like that, and the reason why, honestly, the reason why we make so much money where I'm at, is because we flip so fast to the point where like we can afford to get 10-0 checks because we are moving so fast. We're running, we're
that's good. That's good
hustling.
for you guys.
So
That's
it's like
good.
honestly, we can walk out with at least 150, $200 a day. I'm chilling. But but I was like, damn, if those people were like those fake people that were there, and there's people that come in with their their Gucci belt, the Louis Vuitton belt,
And they
with
don't tip
their
shit.
golden shit, and then they act all hard and they have their sunglasses
Fuck
and
designer.
they're indoor. Um, it's like,
I mean,
and after that they tip zero, and they're like, nah, man, like.
But that's the industry
So,
service. Honestly,
like I said,
Yeah.
so the industry
it's
is all over the
tough.
place. It really just comes down to honestly the clientele.
I just want to add one more thing because you said like some jobs in certain states don't pay them like a living wage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the responsibility of the employer to give them a living wage so they don't have to rely on tips because some people don't get tips and don't have enough money for bills. That's bullshit.
And the craziest part is that, like, let's just say that people, like those states that don't give out minimum wage, but you only get tips, you have to claim those tips, and then that comes out of your paycheck. So eventually, that the IRS takes more away from you than you already don't have. So
It's
that's
all
the part
trap.
that sucks.
Fuck all that bullshit.
So that's
honestly.
why like it gets frustrating because I guess the IRS taxes like fat like heavy at the end of the year when we have all these constant zeros.
There's 3 people in the world you don't fuck with. That's the I, the R,
R,
and
and
the
the
S.
S.
Yeah, honestly, that shit's a trap. But honestly, I want to say something, pinpoint some
Mm.
Yeah.
real quick. Shout out to my homegirl Rain. She posted this. She said, "Men are quick to go to strip clubs, but men would not like to see their daughters or relatives at a strip club."
Oh,
That's, I mean, I don't want to get into it because that's a fucking whole ass
so
thing.
yeah.
But that's pretty crazy if you really
Hey.
think about it, how that circle continues.
That's why
Like
personally I don't
they
go.
are against it so much, and
Yeah.
then they were still go, you know, shit like that. And I laughed because I was like, damn, I never thought about it in this perspective, like how fucking true it is, you know?
To be honest, I've never gone to a strip club.
Yeah.
Same.
No. I've gone in one time just to meet up some friends and then to have drinks there, but I did not entertain anything. No,
Okay.
that's just not my thing. Like I don't
Hey,
don't get me wrong, girls do your hustle, whatever. I mean, do what you got to do,
we
whatever. It is
pro
what it
ho
is.
on this side.
Yeah, if
We
you're gonna-
pro.
Straight up.
Hey, honestly,
But-
ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong
I
with
mean,
them.
if you're feeding your kids, you're feeding your kids. There's nothing I can do about it. So
You're
I
feeding
don't- I don't
yourself.
care.
You're feeding yourself.
Hey,
Yeah,
you making
so-
that money? Hey, I know someone who literally got paid $150 just to kiss another girl.
I've seen that.
And I'm just like, for what? Like,
Y'all getting paid for that? I'm doing that shit for free out here.
Hey, start charging, my boy. What the fuck? You gotta
Hey Jesse, $10 and you kiss me. No, I'm just
Fuck
kidding.
no. Boy, buy me
Sign up for
lunch.
OnlyFans next week.
Like
Nah,
we the
but-
boys. We the boys at OnlyFans.
Honestly, I think we should just cut it today.
Alrighty.
I think that should be it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank
nobody
you so
loves
much.
you. JG loves you.
And I love you too.
I love you too.
Thank
You're
you guys
supposed to say
again.
3.
If you guys haven't already, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell us what else you guys want to hear. Tell us the type of guests you would love to see.
And write in it. And anything, write in, you know, tell us what you want. Tell us, like Jesse said, tell us what you guys want us to talk about. And, you know, just give us a story about you guys,
Give us
maybe
some
something going
feedback.
on, some feedback. That'd be awesome too. We do appreciate all the love, the help, support, everything you can think
We
of.
can't
So
thank you guys
so
enough.
much.
Honestly, like I'm tying back to my French people. Merci beaucoup. Thank you guys. Appreciate it very, very much. Everyone that's been listening, everyone that's been listening and not having told us or not having said anything. We appreciate each
appreciate
and
you too.
everyone.
Mhm.
The people that share us on their stories,
Yeah.
the people that talk about us at work. Because
And all the haters, we love you too.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't,
saving
I
the
don't
best
think we
for
have
last.
haters yet.
I think I have one hater now.
Nah,
Maybe or two.
Nah, I don't think she's a hater. I know you're talking about shit. Hey. But anyways, you know, shout out to everybody
Yeah.
giving us their 2 cents and everyone. Shout out to all the people. Shout out to all my Libra babies again one time. Shout out to all the homies. Shout out
Oh.
to Edwin, Jafet. What's up?
Yay.
Someone wanted me to tell you horoscopes and astrology is not the same.
Okay.
That's what they wanted me to tell you. But
Okay.
Check this motherfucker. We appreciate you guys for the knowledge.
thank you
Hey.
for engaging, though.
Now- now you
thank
know, Edwin.
See, now we know.
No,
Yeah.
literally now we know. So
Astrology.
thank you guys again. We'll see you guys soon. Se la lavan, se tallan y se cuidan. Stay safe and stay up.
Cheers. Bye.
When I was in my early 20s and yeah, like my late teens, I would say a lot of shit. Like, you know, like it's cute to say like little shit like I'm trash, I'm this, I'm that. But eventually your brain will start believing what you're saying.
trash.
Yeah,
Got
don't
you.
like stop doing that. Stop